Hi guys, CGN here, and today I'm bringing you my top tip video for Rome Total War 2 campaign. There's nothing special about my campaign, no mods or anything, just going purely within what's on the game already. Straight away you can see that I am the Iceni tribe and I've taken the whole of what is the UK now, modern day. If we go on the strategic map, you'll see that I've taken actually a lot more than that, with all this blue bit across here. Quite a chunk into Europe, and I'm nearly hitting Italy, Rome down here. I'm at war with Rome actually at the moment, but we'll take a look. My secret on my first tip as well, it's not really a secret to be honest with you, but trade with everybody that will have you. As you can see, the amount of people I'm trading with there and the value of those trades, it's quite significant. That is literally the deciding factor in the ridiculous income, or I'd say that's quite ridiculous for a tribe that starts off with not even a province, just with this. It's quite a big income, especially considering I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 armies on the map. 3 of them being over 1,000 men. Experienced armies as well, but we'll come on to that later and how I get that. But yeah, trade is my main weapon. It allows you to buy better buildings, obviously, which leads to better quality of troops and more troops as well, with more money. Some of you may be wondering, is it a problem because your diplomatic decisions do have consequences? Say if you were to trade with another tribe or another faction, and later down the line go to war with them, yes, you would have a diplomatic penalty, but they're never significant with the trade. It's just a trade agreement, it won't be significant, and people forget about it on the game. A few turns will pass and your rating will go right back up, so it's not a problem there. Yeah, so that's tip number 1. Alright guys, my second tip of the night is to use champions and agents to the best of your ability, really. Use it to your advantage. They're there for a reason. A lot of people actually neglect these forces in the game, but I find them quite influential when used correctly. So we'll go here. You see I've got an army here. They are ranked up a bit, but they've barely fought in a battle, and that is because of the use of the champion. All you do is just select the champion and do military training, and each turn that unit will gain experience and rank up for doing absolutely nothing at all. Absolutely nothing whatsoever. I have a previously ranked up army. I do swap my champion every now and again so I don't have a really good group of soldiers and the rest aren't as good. I like to swap it about a bit and even things out. These had the champion for quite a while. I've got rank 7s there, rank 6s and 5s, mixture over here. So you can see that it really does work. It works rather effectively as well. When your faction's bigger, you can use more agents and champions. I'm not actually sure if I could recruit another champion right now. I'm not sure. Let me see. Recruit agent, champion. I can recruit another champion now, so I'm going to go ahead and do that when I get back to playing the game and I'm not filming this, obviously. But yeah, that's tip number 2. Oh yeah, as well as using agents. Sorry, nearly forgot about that then, guys. Using agents to your full advantage. These sneaky guys right here, these evil little masterminds. What these guys do is allow you, I'm going to invade Rome anyway, so I'm just going to send my agent down here. What these guys do is just basically make your life just that bit easier. For me, when I'm doing a siege, before I start a siege, I always poison the wells. Always poison the wells. And once you've got a higher ranked agent, you can see he's coming to do this now. Once you've got a higher ranked agent, that becomes much easier and they're successful a lot more times. We'll see if he's successful this time. If not, it doesn't matter. Yeah, he's managed to do it. So now you see, if you go on here, that the garrison army has lost men, which makes it that bit easier for your troops to just walk in and not take as many casualties and ultimately win the battle. So yeah, that's tip number 2, guys. Okay, my third tip, guys, is Well, it's got to be, just don't expand too fast. The faster you expand, obviously the more you're going to have to deal with in your head and on the game. Thinking about different things, you've got to keep public order obviously at the head of your priorities, I'd say. Because if you have bad public order, which I ended up actually doing, as you can see, we go back onto the strategical map, you can see that I have expanded quite a way out as the Iceni, considering I start just here. But that wasn't done overnight. It wasn't done in 4 turns. It was done in quite a long time, really, and that's purely because of public order, different problems with food and things like that. If you expand too fast, you'll end up with food shortages and public order. And if you have a lot of land and you're still expanding fast, that can be an even bigger issue, because there's huge gaps that you've got to march your army across to get to the rebels that will come from bad public order. Or if there's a food shortage, your troops will start losing men due to attrition. And when you're laying on sieges and you're fighting off enemies on different fronts, that's just not what you want. And it's just for the sake of bad planning that. You can plan, if you plan well, you'll be fine. You don't need to rush into things and take everything all at once. Not to be cliche, but Rome wasn't built in a day. I realise how bad that saying is, I know, but it's perfect considering the game we're playing is called Rome. Okay, so you can see, yeah, you can see where I've expanded, but again, it wasn't done overnight. It was done over quite a long time. Well, reasonably long time. Obviously, don't wait forever, otherwise you never finish the game. Alright guys, my 4th and final tip before I leave you to play your own campaign on Rome is think strategically about where you're invading and what towns you're taking over. Don't just take it because it's the next closest town. Don't just take over it because it's convenient and it's there. Take over it with a strategy in mind. For example, I'm trading with these at the moment, but in the future I don't think I want to trade with them, so I'm planning to take them in the future, which is why, if we go on the strategic map, I've pretty much encircled them. I am planning on also taking over this, which will then finish the encirclement, and I'll be able to simultaneously attack all of their towns and wipe them off the map if I plan it correctly. If I'd have marched in, I'd have been gone. There's no real strategical. If you don't approach this strategically, it is a strategy game at the end of the day, so you're going to be penalised for that. You need to approach things strategically and with a specific plan in mind. For example, my next strike is going to be here on Rome, because there's no troops actually stationed there apart from the garrison, so I might as well take advantage with this force and take over it here. Then it gets a bit trickier because it's sort of all one solid landmass. Then I do have to take town by town unless I bypass a town, which is a dangerous strategy, and I will talk about that in another video that I will make. But you can see that this is more sort of tricky, but over here you can see clearly what I've done strategically. I've allied with them so I didn't have to come in over here and deal with this lot as well, and I've just encircled. I pushed over here, I did push a tribe out of here, actually I chased them up here, pushed everything out of there, but I've encircled these and I'm going to dissolve them into my faction. All this will be blue. I'll probably take them in the future. I might push down here, then I can push left as well. It's just about taking the opportunities you've got and not rushing into it and making rash decisions, because you can end up decimating your armies by doing that, and obviously that isn't what you want in the game. The idea is to win. So yeah, I think my next move on the campaign now is I'm going to finish filming this and then get back to killing off Rome. Okay guys, thank you. I've been CGN. Please like, comment, rate and subscribe on my videos.